The Coin Series channel is pleased to have you back. Greetings, everyone. Today, Monday, March 25th, 2024, the SEC will be meeting with Ripple. What happens with the remedies? Part of this complaint will become clear when the case finally winds down. Some believe it will matter greatly for XRP, so we'll discuss what it could mean for the cryptocurrency in particular. I disagree with that evaluation, as I have stated before and will continue to do so. Who knows? I could be completely mistaken. Who knows? It could just be that random internet guy. The part about the cures, though, is going to be really interesting because we're going to give you the first word tomorrow at the latest. That is an additional component of the due date. I'll fill you in on the details right now. I'd like to write about this story for a little. Business Insider has reported this. We last discussed SPF on the Moon Lambo channel. But it's been a while. Oh my goodness. SPF devoured that adorable cover. But here's the headline. FTX claims that victims can potentially receive a full refund. Maybe the judge who handed down Sam Bankman-Fried's sentence won't give a hoot. Finally, a couple of things. For your information, Sam Franklin, who was recently released, is scheduled to be sentenced in the coming days. Over a century could pass for him. You should know that his solicitors have requested it. I would say maybe 6.5 years. Neither of those things is likely to occur, in my opinion. I would be surprised if he didn't receive several decades, though, except in regards to the notion that victims will receive a full refund. That is completely deceptive. I am utterly perplexed by that. And I just state that it is completely wrong. Allow me to set the record straight before we continue. I come from absolutely no financial background. Do not take my financial advice as gospel. And trust me when I say you shouldn't base any investment decisions on what I say. As a pastime and for fun, I enjoy making films on YouTube regarding crypto-related subjects. I'm just an enthusiast. Okay, let's jump into the first subject. Presenting to you today is this headline. SEC and Ripple move on to the next stage with the crucial filing timer starts ticking. There are far-reaching consequences for the cryptocurrency sector as a whole due to the ongoing legal dispute between Ripple Labs and the US Securities and Exchange Commission. With the launch of the remedies briefing and a crucial filing, the lawsuit recently advanced significantly. James K. Feeling, a former federal prosecutor, claims that the SEC has secretly submitted its opening brief and supporting documents pertaining to remedies. The public version of these materials, with any necessary redactions, will be submitted no later than Tuesday, March 26, 2024. This is going to return to that in a moment, but that is by tomorrow. Guys, in a combined proposal presented on March 19th, Ripple and the SEC addressed sealing concerns pertinent to the lawsuit's remedies-related briefing. A motion is being filed with the SEC to commence the remedies briefing, April 22, 2024. Is another important date to remember. When the ripple effect of an opposing brief is expected, and there are 6 expected when the SEC provides a brief response. The most current joint sealing plan includes the following schedule of important dates. On Monday, March 25th, this portion is taking place. Ripple and the SEC are scheduled to meet and confer on March 25th, 2024. In order to determine which parties and sides have requested redactions for the opening brief and related materials, the SEC is expected to submit a public redacted version of its opening brief, including just the parties' requested provisional redactions, on March 26th, maybe tomorrow. In addition to the SEC, Ripple, and any third parties covered by the protective order, any supporting exhibits that have not been marked as confidential will be filed in the public docket at the meet and confer. How much information will be revealed tomorrow when the censored version is released to the public depends on the severity of these redactions. To be honest, I'm starting to wonder if anything substantial will be released. If so, it will likely be personally identifiable information on someone or something like. That is the matter that Ripple and the SEC will discuss. On the other hand, I believe this will be covered in the news, and we will learn the exact severity of the remedies the SEC is seeking to counteract Ripple, whatever it is. I have a feeling it will be very outrageous and out of hand. My wise counsel tells me that the solicitors at the SEC are, in fact, a group of jerks. Because of this, I am of the firm belief that the most likely course of action is to do something totally irrational, even ridiculous. You must file it, and after that, we will discuss it online. This has been going on for a long time. Guys, now let's talk about if this is relevant to XRP. In particular, I may be mistaken if I ignore the people who still live in the town and fail to consider the context in which they hold this view. Many are predicting that the price of XRP will respond to updates on this matter, or at least when it comes to a close,
and they speculate that a favorable verdict for Ripple could determine the future of XRP pricing.
That doesn't add up. It seems to me that the market is unconcerned. As far as the law is concerned, XRP is very clear. The reason behind every single US exchange doing realist XRP is because of this. If that wasn't the case, then the market probably would have noticed. Thus, Ripple will receive a hard deal if they are unlucky and will be fined an exorbitant sum of money or face other consequences. As far as I can tell, there is no benefit to an XRP holder. What does it matter to a speculator? No compelling argument has been put forth. Still, there are many who assume, for whatever reason, that this is the general public's reaction. Explain it to me. I could be completely mistaken. But it doesn't make sense to me. In my opinion, the markets won't care one way or the other. Plus, what's the point? Not at all. Personally, I don't think it makes a difference. Because I've been an XRP holder for a long time, and because you all have, this is only relevant to the extent that it is. Right now. Truthfully, I am curious, I have no doubt that you all do. Of course. We seem to be curious about it. However, that is no longer relevant to us. We have now achieved clarity, and a bull run is about to begin. Wow, that's amazing. So far, it seems like everything is going swimmingly for us. I see. But in terms of, let's have a little discussion regarding SPF. This article's headline comes from Business Insider FTX, which states that victims may receive a full refund. Sam Bateman-Fried's sentence judge may be unconcerned. Well, I have no idea how the judge will react or what factors will be taken into account. But victims will receive their money back. The court has to be thinking about that because it's completely false. That is just incorrect. Your definition of money is key. And in a second, I will clarify what I mean by that. However, I will give you a brief summary of this essay. Fried allegedly pulled off one of the largest criminal schemes ever. With over $8 billion in losses for FTX customers, his Bitcoin exchange, as revealed by federal prosecutor Sam Bankman. So it is said, his clients may receive their money back in full, said his solicitors at FTX. Prosecutors want the former crypto chief to serve 40 years in prison, while his attorneys are arguing for a far shorter term of 6.5 years. The judge will have to decide between the two extremes. This enormous chasm is being asked of Bankman, who fried on Thursday. He must determine the appropriate amount of punishment for the convicted fraudster. Along with considering Fried's life and the bank as a whole, he must also consider the potential that Fried is neurodivergent and so deserves special treatment compared to ordinary fraudsters. Oh no, Beckman is going to get fried. Cucumber fruit, I could care less if we had a car cat or not. He ruined people's lives, and I don't even feel sorry for them. This jerk has zero compassion. Nathan without charge in his criminal case. Fried is entangled in the complex insolvency of FTX, the cryptocurrency exchange he was found guilty of defrauding. A seasoned businessman named John J. Ray III took over as CEO after FTX collapsed and entered bankruptcy in December 2022. Since then, he has been responsible for guiding the remains of FTX through the bankruptcy court, and he was jailed in December 2022. Set free and his accomplices in the plot. A number of other executives have also pleaded guilty and cooperated with authorities. They were involved in bankruptcy processes that ran simultaneously to FTX's. While under house arrest, Franklin reported to his parents' home to try to assist with the bankruptcy procedure. In a series of emails, he offered to assist Ray in locating FTX's assets, but Ray ignored him each time. Ray informed the court shortly after assuming control of the company that reliable financial data was completely lacking, which allowed him to vent his frustrations about feeling excluded and to tell friends and press that he could have helped find FTX's dispersed assets. Well, that concludes our video. like and subscribe as usual, and feel free to leave a comment with your opinions. Goodbye for now.